thing I want to say is, for both this place and that place, you did a very good job to take a breath. Okay. I was wondering, what was in your mind when you take breath?
I just think of it like a normal human breath, because...
Okay, all right. You don't really need to think of it. You just really take a human breath.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right. You just do it. All right. You don't have to think. Time to breath. No, don't think that. Just breathe. All right. You understand what I mean? Good job. And then the next thing I like to say is this. We will start. Let's be prepared to start from here. I would like you to listen to the tone you're singing over here. Okay. So singing tone still need to be a little more sing out. I know I keep using a kind of some abstractive word, sing. All right, sing out means you need to make the tone a little more focused. Right now, it sounds to me you play those parts really mellow to the point it almost sounds like it can blend into the accompaniment. Okay, don't let it blend into the accompaniment. You can change the color, but you still need to sing out. Okay, start from here. Okay, sorry, I just can't wait to tell you. Listen to how you play this two notes. This two notes is your singing tone. So you need to base on that singing tone to keep going. Again, if you want, you can change the color a little bit. I know you haven't even reached there yet. Okay, but however, so don't turn that too much close to the way you play the accompaniment, tone wise. Get what I mean? All right. So once again from here. Stop here. From standpoint of singing, this has very good, just like this. All right. Then you can see what you want to do over there. I guess you want to you play so mellow the first time, maybe for a reason, because you really wanted to have this tone a little bit mellower. Is that what you meant to? Right. I think that's what I guess. I don't think it's just accident. Okay. And I think that's a great idea. Okay. You still can do something. After you do that. Then you can be a little mellower, but still sing. All right, and you can even make difference between this phrase and that one. After all, this one I have this. What does that mean? Read the word first.
Oh, smorzando.
Smorzando. All right, what does smorzando mean?
To fade away.
To fade away. Okay, so of course that means you can even going away a little bit as long as you still make it sing. You get what I mean? All right. Okay. So even when a singer going away, you still know the singer is singing. You just hear the sounds going, going farther until the time you can't hear it, but it doesn't make it sounds like it's not singing. So that's the idea. Understand what I mean? Good. So back from here. jump to the last page, then this piece will become really short. Okay, that's all right. Thank you. Stop here. All right, then as we stop over here, let me talk about another thing. Over here, you do need to take a breath, but you just can't release. That's all. Okay, slur there just to tell you not to release, but then you still need to take a breath. How? Same thing. Just really take a human breath. All right, human breath. After you take it in, the human breath will tell you, will give you the best guide to tell you how much you need the time you need to do over there. All right, Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing I want to talk about is the sound over here. This is the part you need to go away. This is the part you have to come back to you. Okay, all right. So, from here. Then you have to go back to sing. Breathe. All right, so on and so forth. All right, okay, yeah. So what I will try to show you is some difference between this one and that one. That one shouldn't keep the same as that. That one is the one going away. This one is the one pretty much near you. All right, okay, yeah. We just start from here. You probably noticed that I kind of subconsciously, I don't really mean that, but you probably noticed I did this. Do you know what I meant?
Breathe or flow?
Flow. Okay, that means flow. So you take a little time over here, but you have to flow. All right. This is the part. You remember what I told you before? That's more like a big, long sigh. You're probably wondering why humans have to sigh that long. Okay, don't ask me, I don't know. All right, so it's kind of more like this. All right, so here. So, or you can think it's more like a waterfall or something. Like this, okay? So actually to me it's more like sighing. And then go down. All right. So you have to peak right at the top, right at the beginning. Then you just da 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 da. Okay. All right. So start from here. So much better. All right, and at the end, don't forget slightly relax down. Okay, instead of no, it's just da dee dee da da dee da da dee dee da da dee da 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 da. We relax down. Do you know what I mean? All right. Hey, good job. Could you start from the same spot? 3 phrases. One is this, from the second line. The that's one phrase. Imply, but doesn't have that no. Okay, next phrase. Imply, still doesn't have that no. Okay, so although that's a phrase, but a phrase without the very last end. Third phrase. Not imply, right here. Okay, so Chopin used a phrase, 3 phrases to give you a feeling of we are intending to go to here. This one doesn't. This one doesn't. This one finally, yes, we did. Okay, but however, it's still 3 phrases. Okay, although lack of the very last note to really end them. Okay, all right. So why I point out this? Listen to the last 3 notes. Last 2 notes. I mean, including the third the note which we fail. Okay, so from here. These 3 notes will release the tension. Means you need to go down. If the note happened here, then you have to keep going down. But that's not. Fail. Okay, let me try again. Da, da, da. Fail. Try again. Da. Finally, we made it. All right. Okay. So although this part we need a lot more passionate, which you did very well, but the phrasing structure is still there. Not just all the way through passionate. We have 3 phrases to do. Okay, so the first one can be relatively the least. It's already forte, I know, but relatively the least. So go down, go down, the most. Finally, go down. All right, so 3 times. Okay, all right, yeah. Could you try start from here and measure before? I point to the wrong place because that's not the phrase. Okay, that's better. We start from a beginning of a phrase. Okay. Okay, relax. We haven't get to the most passionate part yet. Stop here. Okay, that's so much better. Okay, now let me do a tiny little adjustment. Over here, I know you choose some time between these 2 notes. I love that idea. Kind of like to create an illusion of we are gonna do a glissando. Okay, of course, piano cannot do it. Okay, violin probably can. All right, but however, as you take time here, means you will definitely take time between these 2 notes. What do you think I'm gonna say next?
Take time of these 2 notes.
I already did. So
and these 2.
No. Let's just focus on this part.
Oh.
If you take time off between these two notes, what do you need to
do? Take time before.
Right. You don't have to go that far. Just couple notes before, and take time right after. Means you have to you need to gradually get back to that flowing speed. You don't want that time taking to become an isolated one. It will sounds so abrupt or sounds like a wrong rhythm. You get what I mean? All right. So get your both hands ready over here. Yeah. Okay. Are you ready? Now, could you don't move your left hand, but put right hand along. So like this. First, you take time from here. All right. Then gradually. Then now relax. Try. Did you play extra note? Yeah, you play extra note. Check it. It's okay. Do C now one. Although you need to shape down, but still need to sing this one. Then you see that one. Okay. All right. One more time. Yeah. So could you still play this time, but this time with your left hand into, and then you can do pedal, of course. Be careful that note. Be careful this note. This note is part of the melody. Okay. All right. So don't hide like gradually. Okay. All right. So yeah, one more time, please. Then your melody is gone, right? Once you play this one like this, then basically you kind of kill yourself in the singing. All right. I guess you're prone to do this is because you saw a big P written over there. All right. No. All right. P just to tell you need to play soft. That doesn't mean you need to play without singing. So all right. So you still need to sing. Okay. All right. Now how about let's do this. Let's do from a phrase before. So in other words, from here, then you keep going, and then of course you know you will take time here, but then you gradually get back to the tempo, which means you need to control your left hand gradually going, keep going. All right, So when you do this, left hand don't suddenly go, don't suddenly get back to the speed gradually. So left hand gradually move. All right. Okay. Once again. That was much better. You get what I mean? So, in other words, basically, you need to be careful to control after you play this note. All right, so don't suddenly get this note and that note in too quickly, like the way you did earlier in tempo. All right, you need to gradually get the tempo back. So that actually will create a flowing feeling because we gradually push the tempo. Actually, will create a feeling of flowing. All right. So now let's get back to here again. Let me listen to this part one more time. Okay. Right? So at that time, we do want to create a feeling of our feeling is no longer, but not as just said earlier phrases, no longer that calm. Something start to stir, something start to bother us, something start to make us a little bit kind of more agitated. Okay, but however, let's do this gradually. Okay, we heat it up gradually. Okay, once again. Stop here. How do you like your playing this time?
I think I over here I didn't sing as well.
That no, I do consider you did sing, but you don't have to go down that much though. Okay, all right, but that's okay. At least I heard you sing. Okay, all right. And anything else? How do you like that gradually time taking and the flowing thing?
Good.
Yeah, that was good. So, is there anything you could have done better? I think you forgot something.
Shaping down.
Right. The first two phrases you forgot the shaping down. Then will become no ending. So all right. It's actually meant to create an ending, but kind of like a false ending. All right. Then we keep going. Then try again. Should we try to end? No. Then we try again. Okay, if you don't shake down, then you lose that effect. Okay, all right, good. One more time. This time, if I don't stop, you just keep going. All right. Stop here. Okay. How do you like your playing this time?
Good.
Yes, you did a good job. Okay, I stop here. It's actually for something else. Let me see. Let me try. Could you try without changing the pedal, using just one simple pedal through this part? Then you change pedal there. I know you change your pedal in the middle of this, of this whole big beat. Okay, don't change pedal. Let's see what happens. All right. So start from here again. Start a little nicer, then gradually grow. Keep going. Very good. Okay, all right. You could breathe. You if you can breathe that well over here, you definitely can breathe in the same well. I think have I told you this story before? Um, when the Thai take a breath, then you will know what you need to do. Take time. Then keep going. Don't wait for too long. So understand what I mean? All right. Yes. For those couple of spots of the breathing, I will not take too long, but just make a kind of like a natural small breathing. Then you just keep going. Okay. All right. Yeah. And then another thing I said I will not gonna take too much time is this one. Yes. Slow down, slow down, slow down, and then you have to keep going. Don't take too much time. I probably just poco roll and tandem. All right. Okay. So start from here. Oh, by the way, that was good. Don't change your pedal. Just keep one pedal going. All right? Okay, back. Okay, yeah, yeah. So when you take breath, which make you take tiny little time, same thing. If you take tiny little time over here, gradually from the note before, okay, and then gradually to gradually to get the tempo back from the next note and on. All right, okay, that's all right. Start from here. Just repeat. All right. So far, so good. All right. Same thing. Let's figure out. Start from top of this page. Where's the first place you can take a breath? 可以回答。All right. So how about if you play them just this melody from here? That's all right. You can play both notes because that means the same thing. So that's the place. Keep going. That's the place. Yes. But you know, sometimes it's hard to just find a place by look at it. You have to play, or at least you have to sing in your mind. All right. Take a breath here. But you know what I mean. You can't let it go. You have to keep holding it. But take a breath. But really take a breath yourself. Then you know you need a tiny little time there. All right. How about next place to take a breath? Yeah, play. That's a place. A little longer. So I heard you took a breath over here. So that just because you feel that's a place to take a breath, or you feel I can't hold that breath any longer. I have to take a breath.
I feel like it's a good spot.
That's right. That's a good spot. All right. If I'm a singer, if I were a singer to sing this one, I actually will take a breath over here, but I will not take time. All right. So this has kind of become a musical breathing and the reality, because as a human being, you just can't hold the breath that long. That's why I say, okay. And actually, that's the reason I asked you earlier. You took a breath over here yourself. Do you think that's a place musical you need to take breath, or you just can't hold that breath anymore? Okay. So if I'm a singer, I sing the phrase from here, and I probably cannot hold the breath that long. I will take a breath over here. So I try to tell you that you pick that place. I don't think that's too far. It's not far-fetched. Actually, it can be considered the right one. But if right now we are only consider a musical breathing without thinking about if you were a singer that you can't hold that long, so blah blah blah, so on and so forth, I'm not gonna take that breath here. I just take it there. You understand what I mean? All right, yeah. Sometimes that's two things to consider, all right? But however, as we are pianists, fortunately, we don't really sing. So most of the time, we're just thinking about a musical breathing spot instead of really, is that we can hold that long. But like, last year, I did accompaniment for, I was, for soprano. You know that, right?
The right. Soprano saxophone?
No, soprano. I mean soprano.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A singer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. She have to consider this because she really is a singer. She's a human instrument. She can breathe only when she reached a good musical spot to take breath. And then I have to cope with her. Even though that's a place, if I play the piano alone, I don't need to take a breath. But when she needs to take a breath, I have to take a breath. So if I be a accompanist, then things might be a little different. But right now, well, no one's sitting with you, just thinking about the musical spots, so to take a breath. You know what I mean? All right. So how about the next phrase? Play from here. That's right. You choose the right spot. Look, this one looks like the same as that. But however, this time Chopin did write one note as a transition to move to that. Okay, so you're right. Okay, and then this is the same thing. Let me mark for you. Okay, all right. Now start from here. This time, when you play, really thinking if that should be a time to take a breath. Simply take a physical breath yourself, and then you're playing just follow it. Okay? All right? And then just make sure when you get back to the tempo, don't get back right away. Using one or two notes to gradually get back. All right? Go. This time, I know you took a breath, so you take time over here. This is one spot I would like you to take time as little as you can. The reason is, we using those notes to create momentum and going up to a climax phrase, more exciting phrase. If you take too much time here, you kind of stop that momentum. Okay, all right. You can take your time, but take tiny little, just a quick breathe. Okay, all right. So, da di da da di. Yeah, start from here. Not that note, the note before. All right, so start from here. You probably heard me do that again. That's right. Same thing, don't stop much. That's right. Okay, so in other words, how you take breath over here completely controlled by your left hand. So make your left hand take tiny little time here and then gradually get back. Do as smooth as you can. All right? Okay, because your right hand have nothing to do. What your right hand can do, just keep holding. That's all you can do. All right, start from here. Okay, stop. Let's do it one more time. And that note is actually not that quiet. So that one. All right, understand what I mean? All right, and then use your left hand to control the background sound, kind of taking tiny little time and then going. Then we still can feel that's the place that you are taking a musical break there. All right. Yeah, that's all right. Once again. This time, really take time. Uh-oh. If you, yeah, so you actually go to a page later. You know what you did? You confuse this one with that one. Ooh, be careful. All right. No. Yeah, another thing. Don't worry. 这个有点像买彩券一样，一有岔路就不知道看走对哪一边，走对了没事，走错就糟了。Okay, so that one is actually the climax. So instead of going down, you actually da di da di da di da. Then you're probably thinking, huh? You asked me to shape up that way? And most of shape up on that note. How can I shape up on one single note? How? How to shape up on one single note? Can you do it?
With my voice?
No, I mean, how to do it? Can you shape up one single note on piano? No, of course not. Then why write this? That means you use your left hand to create an illusion. Okay, all right. So your left hand need to go up a little bit. Okay, so that. Then I need to go to there. All right, so. I use my left hand. All right, So over here is the overall sound grows. Is that really comes from melody? Actually, it's not. So that's why I call that illusion. Okay, yeah, that's one of the unfortunate trick we pianists do a lot. Again, if that's another instrument, any instrument by blowing, you can do it as long as you give more air, right? Hold on, I remember you played another instrument before, right? What was it?
The saxophone.
Oh yes, you can do it. It's on saxophone, right? You can make a crescendo on saxophone on one single note. You just blow more, right? Okay, but piano. So that's why we have to do this. Get what I mean? All right, So I never asked you to do any kind of silly thing like that before. Never asked you to do anything like this. Oh, okay. Stop up here. Good job. Ha! You're going to the next page again. Look at the music score. Play right from here. From now on, play right. Go. Watch. Okay, all right. Look at the fingering. What's the fingering you usually do? I know that's probably the book fingering you just play. Do you think that's the fingering you usually do? Okay, all right. I leave you to figure that out. So that probably means recently you didn't play that part right. So probably also means recently a lot of your practice is from memory, and then and then once you start to do wrong, you do wrong every time. Okay, go back to fix this. All right， 妈妈拍了下来哈。哦，所以你那边可以照到这个谱也很清楚是吧
Yeah.
Wow, okay. You know what I asked you, Mom?
The camera can see on here.
Right. Hey, you're good. Should I start to teach you in Chinese from now on? Really? All right, good. So, but you did a very good job over there. All right, just like this. All right, so I leave you to work this. Stop on here. No. Read the music. That's right. time? Are you kidding me? You just switched that? That one. Okay. All right. One.